My name is Molly McCabe, and I am the co-founder of Molly's Fund Fighting Lupus. Molly's Fund is a nonprofit dedicated to educating the public about lupus, spurring the medical community for earlier life-saving diagnosis, and ultimately to find a cure for this debilitating disease. We have had a very exciting year at Molly's Fund. In Lupus Awareness Month, we started off with a run called Bridge to Bruise, which we were the beneficiaries of. Over 6,000 runners competed, and we provided the volunteers, and it was a wonderful event for all. We launched a Northwest media campaign that reached over 1 million people, telling them about lupus, how it affects people, and what we could do for those who are affected with lupus. In the culmination of our month, we had an event called Butterflies in the Park. Both patients and loved ones alike came and joined us for a wonderful event that was a fun day for all. It was the 3-mile loop around Oaks Park, and everybody celebrated those who are surviving with lupus and also those who had lost their lives. There are many programs and services that we are proud of at Molly's Fund. Most prominent are our support groups, both in person and online. Our in-person support group invites people from all over the Northwest to join us and come together to talk about their symptoms, their feelings, and how this disease affects them every day. I can proudly say that this group of people is some of my best friends, and I think they all feel the same way. With your generous support, we hope to roll out an emergency grant program, which will allow relief funds for patients in the Northwest area who are struggling at times. This is a wonderful program that can help so many people in so many ways. We also have a referral network which brings patients to doctors all over the country. This is a way that patients can find us on the web and find a doctor when they are in need. We also have a 24-hour hotline that allows patients to contact us at any time if there is anything we can do to help them. As you can see, we've been very busy at Molly's Fund this year. With your generous support, we can continue to fund those programs that will help those who are suffering from this debilitating disease. Now I'd like to introduce you to my friend Danielle. Since her diagnosis 2 years ago, she has struggled with multiple organ problems, and she has lesions all over her face and body. No one can ever understand the struggles that she goes through on a daily basis. She is a very strong woman, and I am proud to have her as my friend.
Almost a year, or maybe like 9 months before I was diagnosed, I got a really bad kidney infection, and I missed work, like right after Thanksgiving. I had a really high fever. I didn't know what was going on, and I was getting sick a lot. Like I noticed my hair was falling out, and I just thought it was stress from work, and started to develop like little rashes. It's like there was like one on my shoulder, and like my face, I started getting like the mouth sores, and all the doctor did was look in it and then give me pain pills, you know. I thank my aunt, who's a dermatologist, because she was the one who thought I had lupus, and she talked to my PCP about it. And he said, well, it's a possibility. And so they did a lumbar spine on me, and then they did a kidney biopsy a couple weeks later. And so they confirmed it. I'd never even heard of it. I just remember I was drinking water like it was going out of style. It was like nothing, like I was still dehydrated, you know. I had like one of those big things, and I was drinking like 6 a day or 7 a day, and I was just feeling really dehydrated. So she admitted me that day, and the infectious disease doctor, which I had seen once before, just said, we'll put her on some antibiotics and send her home. Well, my skin just started to like basically just got really red, and I mean, I was worse. Like they went out of town that weekend. Didn't you guys go out of town?
I thought she was gonna die. When she first went in, she was fine. They put her on these medications, and I went back in, and it looked like somebody just scalded her with hot water. Her whole body was blistered, her feet.
Dad was upset because it was like...
But she was walking until for a couple of days, and all of a sudden all the stuff just exploded on her. I mean, she had huge water blisters the size of silver dollars all over her feet and her face and her hands and legs.
It was difficult, you know, because I didn't really know what was going on. So I was there for like 3 weeks, but I feel like I had a lot of support from my family and friends. And
somebody will say to you, oh, well, my niece has lupus. She's fine. She works and, you know, she lives a normal life. I said, well, that's not all lupus. Some people are devastated by it and they can't work. Some days you can't even get out of bed.
I'm definitely not as active. I'm tired a lot. I get a lot of fatigue. The joints, you know, it depends on the day. Some days they're really bad and I have a cane and a walker if I need them, but it's definitely, you know, changed me, I think, emotionally a little bit and physically, but at the same time I try to remain positive if I can, but it's hard when you're feeling so yucky at times. Molly's Fun and the support group provided me with an extra outlet to call people and gather more information about the disease, and just the fact that they're trying to find a cure, raise money for that. You just get a shot or something, a vaccine, and then they won't get it. If it's not in my lifetime, somebody else's lifetime, you know.
You've seen how we've helped Danielle. There are many other people out there who need our support. Our goal is 52 Danielles next year, one for each week of the year. With your support, that can happen. I thank you from the bottom of my heart.